All right, here we are, hole 2, guys. Back for another guide. Now, I did play this shot earlier with kind of a dunk approach, so if you want to see that, worth checking out. This one we're going to do with a backspin thorn approach, so that way you have 1 and 1 of each. So what I'm going to try to focus on is 2 to 3 on the top spin here. Try to control this. And some side spin. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood, almost 7 rings. And we're just going to use some curl. So far so good, so far so good. And just missing that rough. Almost just a little bit too much on the adjustment, but well, not necessarily the adjustment, but my curl mount. So you do have to be slightly careful. But you can see we slide in there perfectly, pretty much exactly what we want to do. Get it into that thorn distance. If you're not aggressive enough, you will put yourself at like a B52 Goliath long iron range. So you really do need to kind of hug that left side, and also power 3 balls are going to be ideal. You don't want to put yourself in between clubs. So you got to make sure that you have enough to play here. Now, the hardest thing about this shot is going to be playing the wind effect. Very, very challenging wind effect shot here, because we're talking straight side wind. And here you can see there's max. We are going to be, what is this? 2.2 per ring, maybe? I'm thinking. 2.2 per ring. And as I mentioned, the toughest part about this is going to be wind effect and actually getting this to land perfect. So you'll see what I'm doing, kind of keeping it long, a little bit right of the hole. 2.2 per ring-ish. Just going to go right on 4, which is a little bit of an overplay. Perfect ball. And it looks like I got it just too far behind there. So just a little bit heavy, but I did want to make sure that I got it behind there, especially for a first attempt. You know, you don't want to... You want to make sure that your ring adjustment is kind of too much, if anything, so you don't have to just keep kind of inching it out. Because what most guys are going to do is they're going to play not enough wind effect. Now, if I had Hornet on, I would just go for the dunk. There's no reason of trying to play this fairway. It's way too hard of a shot. Never try to do this. Best way for you to go is just try to master that dunk. And definitely something that can be done. You could see, you know, from my first attempt, I was only off by maybe about, you know, half a cup or a cup on my very first attempt. So, you know, you can just work on getting that honed in. It's going to be much more reliable than trying to play that shot right there. So good luck with that, guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.